Realtors, how to successfully market yourself, build your brand, and generate more income by getting more listings, selling more properties, all of the above. Even recruiting more agents if you're a broker. So let's dive into it. This is just a website I pulled off of Google. I just found, search Realtors Arizona. This site came up. So first thing I always talk about is the design of the website. When you look at a website, is it designed effectively? Does it have a call to action? Can people contact you? And do you have copy that basically tells people that they want to hire you? Well, so looking at this site, and I'm going to do two websites, right? Like one is running ads. This one is just one that pulled up. So obviously not putting anybody on blast or anything. It just happens to be this guy's website. So Scottsdale, Arizona homes for sale, real estate listing. It's a pretty site, has a picture, good view and all stuff, but it does nothing for the user. People want to know what you can do for them. It also has no call to action. It also has no contact information. You can click this contact field. You essentially have 3 seconds to grab people's attention these days. So you want to do it quickly. You normally want contact information. You want a compelling tagline here that is something regarding selling their homes or being able to help them with their listings, right? Essentially, that's what it is. This guy looks like he does high-end real estate with Sotheby's. He's, all about his brand and all this, but doesn't tell really a story. You want good storytelling always beats good selling. So this is really generic. There's nothing here. This is, again, generic map of properties. I guess it's okay if you're selling high-end properties and you can do this because somehow you got in the market that way, and you never had to market, right? Totally different story. Obviously, you can always market the relationally, but this is more online, all that stuff. Are you coming up in search engines? Are you, running ads? Are you really generating a lot of listings? Not everybody just gets in. Obviously, has a picture of himself. Again, really no information. It takes forever to get a contact information, all that stuff. He has his Zillow listings on here. So you click on that. Jonathan Long, obviously it looks like he's in Sotheby's. He's, working with them to sell higher end listings, and good for him. No knock on him. But obviously from a marketing standpoint, how could he improve all stuff if he wanted to? Obviously, if he doesn't want to, who cares? So then he has his Russ Lyon agent here that goes to Sotheby's. Here, it just goes to feature property. So I don't even know if this link is valuable to people. Again, if you're sending people away from your site, you should have actually stuff that they want and are interested in. Here's it goes to a Yelp. So if you click here, it goes to the Yelp page. He has no information regarding himself. It just goes to a random Yelp page, which then advertise other realtors, which is definitely what you don't want to do. So I'll just click it so you can see. So it comes in here. It has no image or anything, no reviews, nothing. Just saying that he lists top tier homes. And like I said, he might have got in the business through nepotism or who knows, who cares. At the end of the day, he really does no marketing for himself online to promote himself. So there's really nothing to be seen regarding his profile. Obviously, if I exit that, it goes out to this random page that then promotes other realtors. So if I was him, I would at least just get rid of this information because it's not helping him. Then it has his stuff on his LinkedIn profile, so you can pull that up. Really no information on here besides previous work. He was self-employed, and I was with Russ Lyon for 15 years. No endorsements, nothing. So again, he's not doing anything on social media, so I don't know why he has social media links because it just makes him look bad. Obviously, there's the featured properties, MLS listings, Sotheby's video, right, which is just a standard video, it looks like, by Sotheby's they provide. So this guy has a website. He's done probably nothing with it. He's not trying to promote himself. He's not trying to grow in that regard from an online standpoint and presence. If you dive into, then it's just about him. So very self-centered, all stuff, which is fine. It's a website, but it's not going to really help promote and sell more people if he's really wanting to grow. And like I said, He might be crushing it and he doesn't want to grow, and that's fine, and he could care less, and that's fine too. If you're in a position that you don't need to, more power to you. I'm always try to provide advice to help people. This is why I also want to do another website. So let's get rid of this one. This guy is actually AZ Brian. He is running Google Ads here. You can see, you click on it, and we'll go to it. Sorry for clicking on your ad. Costs you a few bucks here, but it's sending him to a landing page. So this Greater Phoenix area, Scottsdale Real Estate, you can see it pulls up here. State market, again, phone number here, that's fine. No contact information, no call to action. So you're spending money, and every click somebody's doing, it's costing you funds, and it's not really providing valuable information to take people down essentially the rabbit hole, to tell them a story, to get them to give you their name and contact information. That is rule number one when it comes to advertising yourself online. So now that we have his information, so obviously Jonathan had nothing to do with social media. You want to look at, like, I would put this in the right corner over here. So it's because people's eyes, when they come to a website, they scroll first to the right and then over. So, and then contact information. You're taking up a bunch of real estate with this Scottsdale Real Estate. There's no real copy there that is valuable. Scottsdale Real Estate market overview, again, not much. There's no call to action, 18 plus years of real estate. Again, people want to know what you can do for them, they don't care much about you. So the better you can display that, the more you're going to get. The next thing I'm always going to look at is, like, okay, that's the design of the site. You know, how did you rate? Did you have a call to action? Was your phone number visible? Was it big? Do you actually tell a story to really convert people? Other than that, I don't care if the site's super pretty, like Jonathan's, or not that pretty like Brian's. I have produced many websites that have crushed it from an online marketing standpoint that are the ugliest things on the planet, and they convert better. I'm a numbers guy. I could care less if we have the prettiest site. I care about your numbers and you producing the most amount of leads and getting you the most amount of business. That's just how I operate. So then again, we have Brian in here. Oh, sorry, before I jump ahead of myself. So you can scroll down. He has contact, a few different pages. They jump out at you. I'm not a huge fan of that from a design and user experience. But when you scroll down here, let's dive into it. He has his social media. So if I click on his Facebook here, before we go into that, the next thing I'm going to always look at is page speed. So here we put in Brian's page speed here. His desktop has 80 performance. How fast does your site load? This is what Amazon spends millions and millions of dollars, because a faster site converts more customers. The slower site you have, a slower loading site will increase or decrease the amount of conversions you get tremendously. So 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds is astronomical. 4 to 5 seconds, don't expect to do business with people, because people are gone and they left. This is a cool site. It shows what things need to be fixed and adjusted. Has a desktop. This is just Google's page speed insights. It's free. It's not showing the mobile version for some reason. I did Jonathan's on this one. This is GT Metrics. Again, another free tool. You can see performance here, how much times it takes to load, the rating of it, all these things. You used to be able to view these. Now you have to log in to check that stuff up. But you can see it's not good. A C is bad. And so there's definitely things they need to be improved on their sites. 80 is not great. You want to be in the green, especially for desktop. Mobile is key, and like I said, it's not doing great. It's not showing mobile right now for some reason on Google. The next thing we want to dive into, story conversions are also just in general, right? Like what's going on from an SEO standpoint, things like that. You know, there's critical issues. This is a 61 out of 100. So not great. Content optimization is a problem. Links are a problem. Page speed insight. So I'm diving into all this data to tell me a bigger picture of, like, why is he not ranking? I'm using different tools out there. Obviously, these ones are free, and the reason why I'm using free tools right now is that means you can pull up anything and check it out. This also shows how things look on mobile and desktop. There's another one, free tool, SEO Optimizer. And this one will show ranking on-page SEO, not bad. Links, terrible. So if you want to rank in SEO, you have to have good on-page and you have to have great links. So this is super important if you want to improve your SEO juice. Obviously, it breaks down title tags he doesn't have. That's a problem. Meta description, okay, he has that. I'm familiar with Greater Phoenix, but it's a terrible copy for this to get to rank for. This one's kind of okay, not really. You can see he has this here, header 1 tags, header 2 tags, what their tags are, the keywords that he's trying to rank for. Greater is probably not one market property. So again, he's got these tons listed as frequency. I would assume he wants to rank more for Phoenix or property or real estate agent or agent. Greater Phoenix, again, is his top 1 real estate. So it's showing that he's not, his SEO might show that it's like got some checks on here, but they're not getting what he really wants to produce the results you want from an SEO standpoint. Image alt tags are used, but how is he using them? Are they actually proper in SEO? As robot tags, at his links, domain strength. So this is terrible. If you really want to improve his SEO and rank higher organically, then these are things that you want to address. All in here. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it because you can pull up your own site and all that great stuff. Again, another one, SpyFu. You can see, what's going on from a competition standpoint. These are also paid tools too, that are much more functional when you pay. You can see in here Google Ads history. He is running ads here. Phoenix real estate agent, top 3 realtor in Phoenix Realtor. Not the best copy in here. I know the Metro Phoenix area. Nobody cares that you know the Metro Phoenix area. So description should be improved, all stuff. This will get a lower cost per click. He's paying basically $12 cost per click. So if he improves the copy, gets a better score on his ad, he will pay less for a click and obviously get more people to convert on that. So again, that's that. All that stuff. So that's good. This basically breaks down about 2.4 seconds, 1.9 conversion, 5.7 load times, 0.6 conversion rate. So all that stuff. Next thing is tracking. Like, do you have tracking set up in place on your website? So you come in here, here's a free tool, Metapixel Helper. It shows that he does have the Facebook pixel installed. Even if you're not running ads, you should be set up to do so. Tag assistant, like, is he have the tag assistant running here? He does have the Google tag, and then obviously AW tag, GTM tag. So these are good. He has these tags. So that means when you're running ads, you want to be able to track what people do. So for example, I want to track if people call me for my ad. Do people call me for my ad? Because that means I'm going to generate more leads. Are they filling out a call to action, which would be like a contact form? Ideally, I would not have it on the contact page, but if they fill this out and hit contact me, I want to know in my ad I'm getting more of those, because my goal would be to generate as many leads for Brian or Jonathan to close that. Obviously, you can run really effective ads that produce massive results for real estate. I've been in the real estate space multiple times and run $1 million campaigns, and I've done smaller campaigns. I've done it to recruit realtors. I've done it to get more sales or sellers and buyers, all of the above. Obviously, Facebook is a phenomenal platform for sellers and buyers. LinkedIn is a phenomenal platform to recruit agents. And obviously, Google is another phenomenal platform to sell real estate, all stuff. I think my best thing is selling over a $3 million plus condo in Florida. But anyway, not to toot my own horn, but it always helps, right? So when I break all this stuff down, what it does is it hopefully lets you guys know on like how to design a site effectively, where you should be, running ads, what ads should you be running, top Google ads by recommendations, like, in here, top pages, what's going on, what keywords is he using. So in here, Phoenix Realtors, he's advertising that. He's getting 13 clicks a month based off of that. His screenshot, how to improve descriptions, how to do this. Obviously, if I had his account and I could go into his Google Ads account or his Facebook account or wherever you're running ads. I can audit all those things and break it down far more effectively to know where you should be spending money and where you shouldn't be spending money, and then constantly optimize that to maximize those leads for the lowest cost, to of course increase sales and all that great stuff. Obviously there's the SEO side of it, there's content creation side of it. When you're trying to have a service, you obviously want to engage systems. There's funnels. How can we create a more compelling funnel for on Facebook also to get more leads at a lower cost? The CRM, how can we create an offer page that's really compelling, get people to fill out their information and be able to book appointments, for generating more customers or clients, all that great stuff. How do we do this? We engage customers more effectively first. We understand the audience. We create a customer avatar on that. Like I said, I'm going to just kind of rush through that. It's really about getting the best offer, that irresistible offer that nobody can refuse and provides value first. It just keeps giving, so then people will give you their information back. You always want to solve their problems, build authority, credibility first. Again, I'm not going to rush. Offers that have been, these are just example offers. Join the free 30-day green smoothie challenge, free training sessions, how to build a large email list and audience from scratch, 11 advanced SEO hacks for targeted traffic, how to get 30 to 50 high ticket coaching and consulting clients every single month with predictability down to the dollar a day. So now that you have a phenomenal offer and you capture their emails, then it comes down to what's the effective email marketing, SMS, chatbot strategy to then follow up and engage those customers, nurture them, and get them to become customers as opposed to people just hanging out on your email list. So it starts with all those things with chatbots, SMS, and then, are we running ads to all those offers that convert at a high level? And at that point, it's just a basic math problem, like what we spend and how many conversions we get will improve the cost per acquisition. Facebook is obviously a little different running ads and the type of ads you want to run versus Google. All these different ads, from video ads with YouTube and Facebook and things like that, advertorial type ads to really promote, build credibility and trust in the marketplace, in-feed native ads, retargeting ads when people have come to your site or specific things on your site that we can really take a customer down a really awesome journey to improve conversions. And at that point, like when people hire me and work with me, it's about A/B testing, really optimizing that. If our first offer or web page or whatever converts at 23%, if I change the website or if I change the offer or change an email, can we get it to prove it at 30%? And then we constantly work on all those variables and improve all that stuff. That's kind of how it operates and how you want to basically make all these adjustments and run these types of ads and create this stuff. So hopefully this was really helpful. This is how I would run ads and create a better story from people's website. Like I said, diving into social media, obviously social media is a big thing these days. So if you're doing a lot of social media, you're posting and you're getting no engagement, well, you got to look at like, hey, what I'm doing is not getting engagement like I should. Maybe I should do a little ad run. Am I getting the likes and followers I want? Like 207 posts, 45 followers. Basically, when people see this, they're like, oh, he must not be successful. Has nothing to do with success. You could be crushing it, making tons of money, but at the end of the day, if people are not liking your stuff, you do not look good. Social media is a popularity contest. The goal is you have social media because it builds credibility so people can find you in all these different places and they can go, oh, he's here, he's there, he's this, he has tons of reviews, he has all these things. So it makes you look more credible. At the end of the day, all we're trying to build with online marketing is credibility, trust, and position you in the marketplace, that everybody wants to do business with you because they like and trust you versus somebody else. And we can do that to massive amount of people because it's online. And that's more or less how I would operate and how I would help these people or any real estate agent. And hopefully real estate agents, you can listen to this and gain a bunch of knowledge, or any business owner for that matter. If you can listen to this and take the same things because it's applicable to every business owner. I don't care if you're in plumbing, if you're in real estate, if you're a personal trainer, if you're service-based business, if you're selling products. For the most part, these are the things that will really help your business grow and help you advertise far more effectively. Obviously, there's a nitty-gritty of running ads, how to run ads, all those things. I'm not going to dive into all that. I just wanted to lay out kind of the general framework. If you're a realtor and you want your business to grow and you want to be more successful, I would start by implementing some of these things. If you want help, you can always contact me. Contact information is below, and we're happy to help you and work with you and build your business. All right, wish you all the best and take care. Bye.